right, looks like we're live. So, first of all, let's go through some status updates. So, going back to fill in people who are just tuning in now. So on January 8th, my original N13 merits eviction hearing was scheduled for February 19th, but on January 8th, the N13 hearing was for the February 19th was canceled. So that was the original one that I talked about in the 37-year-old broke loser video. And then, so I was pulled into a case management hearing for January 27th. And on January 27th, I attended this case management hearing. It was very general in nature. It only lasted like a few hours. So they talked about the necessity of whether it makes sense to combine the cases, and so there's a lot of stuff about that I was not sure about. So lots of uncertainty has been resolved now, and let's see. I guess that's updating is probably sometimes I need to put the window. I need to focus on the okay there. Yeah, two viewers. So that has resolved a lot of uncertainty with what's going to happen. So there are at least 30 other people still in the building who are trying to avoid getting rent-evicted. And on Wednesday of this week, I got a notice in my LTB file that the next hearing will not be scheduled before March 31st. So so that means that I have at least until March 31st. They have not decided when the next hearing will be. So it will be at least after sometime in April probably, or I guess possibly even later. But I still do not know when the hearing date is going to be. And so now, so for the next series, so I think I'll have a bit of a time. I might already reached my goal, but I'll try to rush through my status updates. So now I'm going to try streaming for the live streaming until I gain 2 to the power of X channel members. So this is the first X equals 0, and it looks like I already met my goal. So thank you to Zach for being the first new channel member for this series. So I'm not sure if this will go similar to the other live streaming until I get 2 to the X super chat donations, but we'll give this a try. So other status updates. So for videos, I finished the last favorite Linux command shorts video for February the 13th. That's going to be, I think, probably the last one of those for a while. I said before that I was going to not focus as much on the shorts because they don't bring as much revenue, and focus on the long form. And I was focusing on a long form video, but then I got pulled into the case management hearing, and that took up my time. So up until Monday this week, I've been focusing on that. And but now just today I'm getting back to like the script writing for some of the long form videos, which bring in more revenue. And I think there's some more interesting things I could say on some of the various intersection between social issues and technology that are going on right now. Yeah, and I guess I've kind of lost momentum. I feel my last couple of videos didn't get as many views, which makes sense. They're not as quite as global interest, but hopefully I can get back a bit of cadence. It's difficult with with the looming evictions all the time. It's so difficult to plan for the future. But at least I've got at least a couple of months, and then if the next hearing isn't scheduled for quite a while, then it'd be nice to have a few months where I can plan on living in one place. Oh yeah, and so the update on the fans legacy. So if you saw my community post, you know that for the my other spare laptop that's actually doing the streaming right now. So that one's, I guess, eight and a half years old. For some reason, it's way easier to buy fans for that one. So I accidentally ordered 2 CPU fans instead of a CPU and a GPU fan. But then I ordered the GPU fan, and there was one here in Ontario, and I got here like right away. And I was able to put that in, and it works, and that laptop is good to go, and it's I'm up and running, and it's nice and quiet. Yeah, and it's all thermal pasted, and it's just like new. And now, as for my ThinkPad laptop, the fan that I'd been waiting for I've been complaining about forever. That one took 45 days in shipping because our postal system shut down here in Canada, and the whole Canada Post was completely shut down for like 1 month around Christmas, and so it took 45 days for it to get here. And it was supposed to be a new fan, but it was actually just like a used spare from something. Welcome to Neiltron, to the student here. So it looks like I've already doubled my goal, but so I'll once I get through the updates, that'll be it for this stream, and then next time we'll hit the 2 goal, and then we'll keep going exponentially from there. That fan arrived after 45 days. I replaced it. I can tell it's still kind of wore out, and it doesn't seem to cool very well. So I ordered another ThinkPad fan, and basically all the resellers for like ThinkPad parts seem to be completely sold out of this specific fan. So I had to order one from China, and I deliberately picked a listing that did not have one of those notices because I guess they're all the way on Chinese New Year. They say if you order from the seller, you'll have to wait until February 3rd. So I picked one that didn't have that, and then mysteriously that notice showed up. So I ordered that like a week ago. I have to wait like another week just for them to ship it, if they even ship it. And of course, it's going to take like another month for that fan to get here. So, and maybe by the end of February, I will actually have a new fan that I can replace and put in this ThinkPad laptop. So this ThinkPad fan replacement started November 28th. I remember I ordered the first one, and then after a week, they still hadn't shipped it. And then they're like, "Oh, we don't have one. It's damaged. We're gonna have to reorder one from the manufacturer." So it's like, I'll just go with a different vendor, and then I go to a different vendor, and it takes another week. And then of course it takes 45 days to ship. But hopefully, eventually, one day after 3 months after this all started, then I will finally have my new ThinkPad fan. Okay, and so that's it for the updates. Let me read the chat. The video was awesome, by the way. Thank you for your kind words. I don't see a join spot. I'm not sure. I guess there's some other people who joined. I'm not sure what your interface looks like. Sup, guys? Have a good night. First of many. Best of luck. Thank you. To the X members, let's go. Yeah, that would be pretty neat. We'll see what happens when we get to that point. What's the UN16 max? 65,000 something? Yes, something like that. ThinkPads are awesome. This last fan experience has made me kind of soured on ThinkPads. Anyone else trying to configure Arch right now? Audio issues? Can't say I relate in the moment. Linux command for mending a broken heart? I'm not sure. Maybe the patch command you could try. Like Seagate hard drive. Just found your channel. Thank you for all the insight, my friend. No problem. Maybe it is. That was weird. I just sound like static on the audio or something. As for a ThinkPad donation, I don't know. I'd be satisfied with just a fan. Robert, thank you for telling unvarnished truth, but nonsense that's going on in our industry. Yeah, so someone has to do it. I imagine a lot of people don't want to do it because they'll, it's not a great look for getting jobs. Is it one of the new generation ThinkPads? I'm out of the loop, but I've never heard of. I have heard the newer generations are significantly worse. Yeah, actually, I've had this is a over there, it's a ThinkPad P15V Gen 1, and it's got it seems like it's slowed down a lot. It seems like Intel pushed some maybe microcode updates that slowed it down quite a bit. And it's also, like, when I boot it up now, it's got this thing about like a bottom cover tamper protection error, and then it makes this massive beeping noise, and I have to press escape, and the fan constantly spins. The fans wear out, and it's hard to buy replacements, so it's kind of soured me on them. I've thought about building a crypto project. Absolutely not. And actually, on that note, so I've already exceeded my goal, and I'll call it a stream, and then we'll be back in 1 week.